This is our tucker trawl net. What we use it for is getting a discrete sample from a certain depth in the water column with the idea that plastics are submerged in the water column, and we want to know where they are. We send the net down closed, then we send out a messenger which opens the net. We tow the net for 15 minutes, and then we send out a messenger and close the net. Basic principle behind the tucker trawl is that we can get a discrete layer of the ocean, starting the net closed, opening it, and then closing it. Right now we're trying to get about 3 or 4 meters below the surface with the idea that when the wind blows and the turbulence acts on plastics in the ocean, they get mixed downwards. So they're not all at the surface, they're distributed throughout the water column. The way that we trigger the mechanism which opens and closes the net is via what's called a messenger, which is basically a lead weight that we strap onto the wire and throw it down. It travels down the wire and hits the release mechanism once, triggering one net to drop, and then we throw another messenger down.
USA #1!
Boom! To close.
What are you keeping on this one? What's the depth on this?
Like 3 to 5.
5, yeah.
The results from the tucker trawl have been that we've gotten plastic almost every tow at 5 meters and every tow at 10 meters depth, which means that there's undoubtedly plastic being mixed down into the water column at 5 and 10 meters.
So this is the communication port. We go retrieve data, stop logger, and it goes do, and it's downloading the last, hour. Just like a normal CTD, it gives us salinity, temperature, depth, and then from that we calculate density. Ultimately, we're trying to see how deep the tucker trawl went, because until we upload this, we just have an idea of how many meters out we had the wire. But the tucker trawl, once we open it, it rises way up in the water. Once we close it, it goes down, and so we want to know when it was open where it was in the water column.
What we want is enough data that we can really show that the plastic's getting mixed down. And maybe there's some correlation with wind speed or number of plastics at the surface and what's at depth. So we just need to get as many samples as possible.